Can you tell me, why did you go through that process? And if you could give me like a quick distillation, if you could, what did you find out about these peptides that no one else knew at the time, and really most people still don't know, but especially when you first started bringing them in?
But like the reason I actually went into these peptides first is because it's just one that I happened to come across first, and I wanted to research it. And the more that I researched it and found benefits and tried to share it with others, nobody was taking me seriously, right? So I was up against like all of these serious skeptics who are so close-minded. They're only used to like Western medicine and Western pharmaceuticals and actual drugs, small molecule drugs, rather than like other things like peptides, which are very potent signaling molecules, especially the Khavinsons peptides. So one of the reasons I went into just such an incredible amount of research with them, I think Professor Khavinson himself has something like 700 and some publications on ResearchGate alone. And not only have I read every single one of those studies, like paper from beginning to end, I've also searched through other journals, which aren't just Western journals. So journals that were specifically in Russia that were untranslated. I had to translate all of those into English, and just so I can interpret them and make sense of them. However, he's not the only one who has actually researched these peptides. And that's what I found out when I started looking through more of the Russian journals. So I would say that, to answer your question, Dan, I was mainly interested in researching initially because I was trying to convince the biggest skeptics. But the further that I got into my research, the more I was fascinated by some incredible benefits that they could have, and I just wanted to go as deep as I could. And that's just been the case with pretty much any field I've ever worked in all my life. I like to exhaust everything that I possibly can in regards to the scientific literature regarding it.